Hi everyone, my name is Angelica and thank you for joining me at the writer's table with This is Improv. Today we're going over something that's really not talked too much about in sketch writing called the moral of your scene. Finding the moral of your scene is really interesting and cool because it can help you drive your characters and the what of your scene. One reason I really like it is because if you're into literature, if you're into metaphor, then this really adds a metaphor to your scene. Why am I creating this scene? What am I, as a writer, trying to say by bringing the scene out into the world? So what is the moral of your scene? The way I learned it when I was first learning how to write sketches was thinking about Pixar movies. So in every Pixar movie, there is a moral to that movie. For example, in Toy Story, we're talking about friendship and keeping those old friendships and developing new ones. In Bug's Life, it's standing up for your beliefs even when someone bigger than you or who might think that they're smarter than you says that it can't be true. Stand up for yourself, says the ant. In Inside Out, we really examine growing up and what happiness is and how to deal with our emotions. So when you're writing your scene, think about, what do you really want this to say? Now, when you're developing your scene, it works a little bit differently than developing your who, where, and what. You can begin with your moral, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. If you want to come up with something, or if you have something that's going on in the world, if you have something that you just learned about that you really want to examine and tell people about, then start out with your moral and then develop things around that having to do with metaphor. Otherwise, you can come up with characters or the what is going on in the scene, then find your moral and use that when writing your dialogue and finding the conclusion or direction of your scene. So let's say I started a scene and it's a girl who works at a lumberyard and she loves to work with wood. She chops the wood and she likes to whittle too. So one day there's this other girl that comes into the lumberyard and she says, "Hey, I really love the things that you whittle. How can I get those? Can you sell them to me?" And the girl says, "Oh, they're mine. They're my creation. I love these. They're like my kids." So the girl who wants these little whittled toys wants to really buy them. She loves them. She fell in love. So she throws down $500 for this set of whittled wood. And the girl who is whittling them said, "No, they're mine. I love them. I love them so much." So the woman lays down $1,000 for this. And the lady says, "No, it's just something that I'm passionate about. I've always been passionate about it. I can't give them up." So the woman says, "Okay, here. If you give me all of this, I'll make sure that your life is taken care of forever. You'll have a huge mansion. You'll be famous. You'll get your own television show about how to whittle wood." And the girl says, "Hey, you know what? This is all I need. I just need my whittler wood tool. And I need my little whittled toys. And that's all. I'm happy just the way I am." So the woman says, "Hey, you know, your loss." Walks away forever. It could be multiple things. Don't pass up a good opportunity. Follow your heart instead of follow the money. It's really up to you. And what's really cool about morals is it can mean something differently for any person in the room. So what I came up with had to do with money, but maybe to someone else in the room, it's about learning a useful skill that others would appreciate. That's the power of morals. Thank you guys for listening. If you'd like to work on your morals for your scenes, feel free to send them in. We'd love to take a look, or tag us in whatever you show on video. You can also join us for classes for teens, kids, and adults with sketch writing. We also have improv classes for anyone who likes a more hands-on approach. Please subscribe if this is an IGTV video. Like us. We also, in the description, have a lot of petitions and helpful information so you're always involved and informed. My name is Angelica. Thank you for joining me at the writer's table with This is Improv.